she was such a big sister, really.
Yeah. And I want to say too that like she presents masculine, but in terms of like her fluidity, to me, her behavior was more feminine.
She was a nurturer.
That mama bear came out at every turn.
Yes. She was. I mean, she had mama bear, big sister energy all day.
Yeah.
And even, like I said, I appreciated the way that we leaned into, we let her be a lesbian. It was one of the earliest sort of images we had of exactly that, fluidity.
Yeah.
You know, that was not a thing. We didn't have words for that yet in the 90s. There was no gender fluidity. We did not have that yet.
Right.
But it was a visual of a thing we hadn't even really begun to idealize yet. There was no ideation around fluidity yet. We had not developed the language for it, but this was a film that began to see it. And I loved that. That we were still at that time too, again, beginning to understand what were all the different ways of being Black. Mm-hmm. Not just being a Black woman, but being Black. Mm-hmm. And I think, yes, that being a gay Black woman, it was definitely still not mainstream.
You're talking about a time when it was still homophobic. Yes. So like, it was still in that time, if I'm not mistaken, it was still in the DSM-4. So like the book that classifies yes, mental health conditions, homophobic. I mean, homosexuality was considered a mental illness during that time.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I really
don't work.
Yep. And I really loved that this was in every possible way we were looking at. I mean, that's what I think when I look back at the film, I'm like, it was first of all written beautifully, actually. It was also a structure. I mean, just as a film structure, it just really, really good. It was a quality film. But for it to be able to, in its time, represent with accuracy all of the women and all of the sort of cultural, social things going on, but then also to do so in a way that's still relevant 30 years later. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's wild. Yeah. And also a little sad too, that like there are still so many issues that were being raised that are still, valid issues today. Mm-hmm.